Lovers Quarrel. It's a long, sustained quarrel.
What's going on, world?
Hey, everybody.
It's your guy, TJ, Mr. New Cool.
And it's your girl, Dani, your wildly washed wildebeest. Alliteration for that ass.
You got that. How have you been?
Better.
That's good.
Better. I still don't think I'm 100%, but I don't even know what my 100%.
You still think that you are 100%?
No, I still don't think I am at 100% yet, but I don't even know what 100% is anymore for me because everything's different.
That's fair.
But I'm definitely not feeling like death, which is what last week felt like.
Last couple of weeks you've been feeling like that, so.
Yeah, so.
Glad that you're feeling better.
Thank you.
If this is your first time listening to Lovers Quarrel, thank you. If this is your second time listening to Lovers Quarrel, welcome back. If it's your third time, you're a lover.
And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Or as Danny would say, you're a, what do you say?
A loyal listener.
That works. Before we get into the show, just want to give a disclaimer. This is not the 100th episode.
Not at all.
I don't know how or why. I take that back.
We do know
I
how.
do know how, and I do know why. So when we used to have our first podcast, I thought that I deleted them. I mean, they are deleted because they don't show anymore. But I guess it's still counting.
Because it's saying like account or whatever.
Yeah, because it's saying that on Apple, it's saying that this will be the 100th episode, but we're not at 100. This is episode 84.
Almost there.
So, just giving you guys that.
And that will be the episode title, not the 100th. Because when we do have the 100th episode, I'm coming with all of my best sound effects. The pew pew pews. And
That doesn't even sound believable.
Well, I'm being a little quiet because the baby is sleeping.
I mean,
so
listen, the baby's loud.
Like a father.
Like a okay.
I'm not loud.
I guess.
You are loud to the point that she tells you to be quiet.
Well, she tells me to be quiet because she thinks she could just boss me around.
I mean, she kind of can.
Depending on the day. Sometimes I'll be for the shits.
Other times she'd be like, why don't you talk to me?
I've never been like, why don't you talk to me? Stop it.
But she was not happy with you the other day, and you were like,
I don't even know why. Yeah, exactly. At least give me a reason.
I mean, I think you just bring it out of people.
I haven't seen her in 2 days, so.
I mean, I hadn't seen her in 2 days too, and it was open arms.
Maybe she was just sad because I wasn't the one that picked her up.
Maybe. Anything's possible.
How are you doing, Dani?
Hanging in there, you know.
How was your day?
My day was long, but it was okay. Just, progress reports were already due, trying to stay on top of stuff, trying to keep the peace at work, and being...
Are there troubles at work?
I mean, not directly with me, but...
You just said peace at work, so I'm just picking up what you're putting down.
When you work in any environment, people have different working styles and work personalities, and they don't always jive with each other. And me being me, I'm kind of like always the resident level head diplomat.
You're always a superhero.
Not the superhero, but
you always want to save people.
maybe the protagonist.
Okay.
So it's my job to sometimes interpret for others because they can't get where the other person's coming from.
Got you.
But
heard you.
Kind of, it's not that I can't do it, but it's just sometimes like annoying and stressful. That's all. And how about you?
I'm good, Don't have a job anymore. Trying to figure things out, So, I'm glad to not be at that
place
anymore. No longer being stressed out there.
Onward and upward, that's what they say.
So... And, getting to play some video games.
No, you have enough time with that already.
I have enough time with that already.
You don't need extra
Are you
time.
serious, yo?
You don't need
I don't want to play video games like that. First off, I have NBA 2K and I played it no times.
Why?
I haven't had time to. So don't try to make it seem like that's all I do or... I have enough time playing video games. When's the last time you've seen me play video games?
I don't know, because I'd be asleep or doing work.
Or saving the world.
Whatever. I just am there for when I'm needed. That's all, including you. But
I guess.
With that being said,
let's get on this elevator.
Yes. Would you like to go first? Or
you can go first. Ladies first.
Oh, thank you. So I am going up. So we actually it's a nice segue because we were talking about work for a hot second there, and while I was dying and laying on my mom's couch feeling like death, I kind of had a internal flip of a switch is what I like to call it, and I have been thinking about like what my next steps might be after teaching, like as far as like still working education but maybe not being a classroom teacher. And I've explored some options, but I was really nervous about bringing it up with my principal because we had like our yearly like, what are your goals for next year, that type of stuff. And I was concerned because I'm like, some principals, they're not going to do anything else. But ultimately, I talked to him about it. I expressed my like interest in possibly exploring what else might be out there for me, and he was really supportive. So I'm grateful for that, because he, it's important that you feel like your superiors or your managers are developing you and supporting you, and not just like trying to hold you back. And the other reason why I'm up is because it's not perfect and foolproof system, but Tatum is sleeping in her bed on her own more and more. And I'm just going to pat myself on the back for that one. She's starting the night off in her bed, which is more than what we could say.
Okay.
And you don't know the tricks to get her to go to sleep.
I do know the tricks. Put on that stupid YouTube channel.
Y'all.
You should start sleeping in her room with her.
Sleepy Paws is the best YouTube video. It's 15 minutes of pure relaxation.
I don't like hearing people talk.
It's just soothing voices. It's like ASMR. It's just soothing. And then I'm knocked out.
Okay. So when we go upstairs later, I'm gonna put on Cardi B ASMR. Let's see if you can go to sleep on that.
I like the ones that Tatum and I listens to.
No, them things are stupid. First off, they're creepy.
They're creepy. It's just background.
Creeps the shit out of me. I remember I woke up one morning and it was just playing because you chose like an 8-hour version. And
it was this morning.
What the fuck?
It was this morning.
It wasn't this morning.
Oh, you were like, where's the remote this morning?
Yeah, because the last time I was like, this shit is too fucking weird. I feel like I was joining a cult.
I loved it.
That's good.
I thought it's relaxing. I thought it was soothing, and I'm all for it.
That's cool. I'm not. But yeah, Tatum's sleeping in her room. Now we could just get her to stay there.
Yes.
Instead of her like coming in like
Mommy.
4:00 in the morning or screaming. I don't be hearing her though.
Well, I know.
So I care for you. I want you to be able to
get my rest.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm leaving her in there.
Yeah, she. I mean, I don't lock the gate, but I just feel like she would like freak out more if she couldn't get out.
Yeah, well.
And she's done better.
Maybe next time when she calls your name, you should just not respond and see what she does.
I mean, we'll find out tonight. But what about your elevator?
My elevator. Let's go down.
Going down.
So Amber Geiger was sentenced to 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are up in arms.
Mm-hmm.
And, I had to call my father and just make sure that I understood why people were upset.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've become desensitized to it. Like,
I would understand why you would say that about yourself.
Like, I don't have a certain emotion because I'm like, I don't expect us to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect us to get justice, which is down. It's sad.
Definitely.
you know? So, like, you know, and then another thing is just seeing how people are, like, you know, people are mad at the brother for wanting to forgive her. People are mad at the judge for hugging her, which I can understand because I've never seen a judge.
I felt like that was inappropriate.
I've never seen a judge hug somebody. Supposedly she's one of your sorors.
I mean, there's some in every organization.
But I've never seen that, so I can understand that being like, you know. And then because we're down, I was watching an old episode of Breakfast Club, and Corey Wise and Yusef was there, and hearing Corey speak, it fucked me up, because although he can speak, he still sounds like delayed. Like, yeah, you could tell that he's not all there. And he tries to be positive, but what he endured, it's, you know, it's crazy. But on that, they was talking about how they was getting, like, Yusef had, like, letters that was sent to his family while he was incarcerated, just talking about, like, pretty much threatening him, like, and all this other stuff. All this stuff stemmed, and then they wound up not being the ones who did it. And it's just sad that someone can make a accusation and it can ruin somebody's life, and nobody, like, apologizes. Like, Donald Trump took out a fucking ad,
full page,
and he's never apologized. He never, you know, and it's just, it all got me down. So that's where I'm at. Sorry to bring you guys down, but
I mean, it's okay. Listen, that's real life. That's what happens. But I can understand it. Like, I can sort of understand, like, why the brother might have done it, but then, like, the bailiff, like, fixing her hair, and the judge giving her
the only
a
thing
hug.
I was thinking is, like, and maybe they've worked with her in the past. They knew her. But still, I'm just like, the hugging is wrong. And then another thing, I don't know if it's necessarily a down, but, like, people were, like, comparing Amber Geiger's case to cases in other states, and it's, to me, I just feel like you gotta compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges, for the most part.
Yeah, but I think that they were just also trying to highlight the fact that, like, depending on, like, the race and gender of the person accused.
I understand that, but my thing is, in the court of law, there may be some laws or some charges that are given in one state that in another state, the time may be less, or, you know, so, like, I seen one showing Tay K. He got 55 years. Someone was murdered during a home invasion. No one said that he actually pulled the trigger, but he got 55 years. Amber Geiger got 10 years. So to me, that's like kind of fair. That does show the race disparity, but that's, I don't know. For me, I'm kind of like an apple for apples type of person. So it's like, when you talk about something that happened somewhere else, or if it doesn't match to me, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying. I think that the timing of her jail sentence is not enough because she'll be out.
Oh,
ASAP.
Yeah, well, she can go for parole in 5 years, and if she does that, she'll probably come out, write a book, do a world tour of this book. Everybody, Oprah will probably put her on, and, you know, talk about it.
I don't know if Oprah will, but
okay.
But I think that, I don't know. I think that it's like, if I'm the brother, that's his business. If that's how the family was raised or whatever, to be these, like, forgiving.
I'm not going to tell anyone how they can grieve,
but I feel as though the judge and the bailiff,
100%.
That was wildly inappropriate, because those are, like, you're at work and you need to be in that same professional sense. This person is the victim's brother. There's a lot of emotions and things like that.
No, 100%. Listen,
but that other stuff with
we've never seen
that
happen before. Me. But again, Dylan Roof murdered several people and then went to Burger King. Like, then they take him to Burger King or some shit like that.
Sure did.
So
got him a Whopper. And it's just like, so we know that that's not the same courtesy that's provided.
But that's my point. And I guess that's why I'm down, because I'm like, everybody's upset and I understand why we should be upset, but I just can't get there because I'm like, how didn't y'all expect, like, the fact that she was found guilty? I was surprised. Like, I thought she was going to get, not guilty. I thought they was going to, especially once the judge tried to introduce the castle doctrine.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is George Zimmerman all over again.
Yeah. Although I did read online, and I'll take it with a grain of salt because it was in a tweet, that, like, there might have been other people saying, like, add these doctrines and add these things to the law so that way they can't appeal it, like, later on down the line. So it's like, we're going to address this potential arguing point so that way it can't come back up again.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just saying, when it comes to African American people or people of color, I do not expect us to win. History has showed us that they don't want us to win. They don't give us the opportunity to win. Mm-hmm. Because had it been reversed,
oh yeah, he was under jail.
He would have gotten 75 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my thing. Like, we live in a society where a black man's life means nothing. A black person is, like, feared because you can be home eating a bowl of cereal, eating a bowl of ice cream.
Yep.
And somebody comes to your home by mistake, murder you, and they get 10 years.
Shit is wild.
So.
Well, that was a heavy elevator. Are we ready to step off, though?
Yeah, we can step off.
All right. Well, with that being said, now that we are done with our elevator talk, it is now time for the relationship tip of the week. And my relationship tip of the week, because I'm going to just jump right in and go first, is, well, just to give a little context. So y'all know I go to therapy because everybody should. And one of the things that my therapist said, which I thought everyone would appreciate because I didn't really give it a lot of thought like this, and I think TJ would appreciate too, which was like, home has to be like your first ministry, right? You got to make sure that your home is straight before you do any and everything else. And I, for one, am somebody who doesn't always do that, right? But I'm realizing and recognizing and talking to her sometimes, it's like, if your home life feels chaotic, or if it feels like it's not on the right page, or there's conflict, or there's whatever between people who are in a relationship or sharing a space with each other, you want to make sure that, like, home is your first, I guess priority, or that you give energy to that just like you would to everything else. And that's an area where I have absolutely struggled, which is why I feel like I should have made it a tip. I should make it a tip because it is important that you physically, emotionally, mentally make home feel like a safe space, from the physical embodiment of where you're laying your head at every night, to your relationships, to even within yourself, because then it'll just make you a better person all around. And that's my relationship tip of the week. I know that mine is very, like, thoughtful, but I don't know what you have on the agenda.
Mine is gonna be, and it kind of ties in, I guess.
So that means I win.
Sure, if you want to. Sometimes you got to be willing to throw it all away.
Elaborate.
So, me and Dani got into a really big fight 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And I was at a point where I was okay with throwing it all away.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that Dani's said that her therapist said that you got to make house a home, or what
home
is it?
Should be like the first ministry.
And I don't feel like Dani has done that. And you kind of sit back and you see where your life is going, and you question, can you continue to be unhappy? And it's so much harder when you have a child, because it's like, do you suck it up for the betterment of your child growing up in a quote unquote normal life?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you get out and, work with your significant other or your ex-significant other to make sure that your child has a normal life as possible?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that me showing my cards to Dani on where I was at kind of put a reflection on where we were.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're not perfect.
Far from it.
Taking a day at a time, and we're working on being better for each other. But I felt like if I did not do that, we wouldn't have been able to move forward. So,
well, thank you for being so transparent. It's definitely very candid of you, and I think it's important, because sometimes you got to just put all your cards on the table. Good, bad, and different, right?
Sure.
Well, now that we've gotten our relationship tips out of the week out of the way.
And because Mons is so candid and so transparent, I definitely won.
Stop lying, sir. You...
Definitely. I mean, we can let the lovers
decide
if they decide to
respond. It was a good tip. Don't get me wrong. It was good transparency.
Personal.
Yeah, but it doesn't make it like the winner. It just means that like you finally like peeled back a layer of the onion.
I always peel back layers of onions. I'm always giving people the real. Anyway.
Okay.
Let's go into my word of the week.
Oh, yes. I've missed these.
The word of the week is... It's a long one. Idiosyncratic.
Okay.
Idiosyncratic means unique to an individual. The example is Albert Einstein famously had lots of idiosyncratic habits. For example, he rarely wore socks and he talked to his cat. Idiosyncratic.
Idiosyncratic. Okay. How do I spell idiosyncratic? Idiosyncratic.
Idiosyncratic. You spelled it correctly.
Look at that. Even on death's door, I can still spell.
Now you're on death's door.
I felt like I was dying early. Like, listen, I'm being dramatic, but just even when I was feeling, even though I was feeling cruddy as all hell, I could still spell. I can't wait to have a spelling bee. I would bust somebody's ass in a spelling bee, like the average person, not like one of those like spelling bee champ kids, because then they would fuck me up. But
they would fuck you up.
They would fuck you up for real.
I mean, but they can't beat me, so
whatever.
Period. Anyway, on that note, we're going to take a brief break and hear a message from our sponsors. They'll sponsor Gainz Sports Gear.
Let's do it.
Hey friend, it's time for you to ditch those workout gloves and get the grip and wrist support you deserve. What do you suggest? You need to get the Gainz Load and Lock grips by Gainz Sports Gear. They are more durable than gloves, have a non-slip grip pad that provides grip support and added wrist support unlike your traditional workout gloves, and will protect your hands from calluses. Do they come in different colors? Not only do they come in different colors, but they are available for men and women. Do yourself a favor. Go to GainzSportsGear.com. And remember, a better grip equals a better lift. Embrace the process.
And as always, you know that you can get 10% off your first purchase at Gainz. That's Gainz sportsgear.com when you enter the code LOVERS10. So make sure you get on that and embrace the process. And now, back to the show. Alrighty, we are back. And now it is time for... What is it time for, baby?
I don't know. We don't have a letter this week, so...
Okay. Are we going to fight about something? Should we just like scuffle over the microphones and make a bunch of noise?
No, I think that would be dumb.
Okay. What if... I have a suggestion that we bring back an oldie but a goodie of asking ourselves 3,000 questions.
Sure, I'm down for it.
Down for the cause? Alrighty. So here I'm going to pull up our random number generator app, and you are going to select a number, and then I'm going to ask the question. So
0
to 3,000. Well, it can't be 0. It's got to be like 1 to 3,000.
3,001.
So you're just going to be an asshole? It's 1 to 3,000.
1111.
1111.
Why am I going to pick a number if you have a generator?
Because I was going to give you the generator to pick, but you just jumped out with the number.
Okay.
So I was being flexible and rolling with it.
Hopefully you don't say something we said before.
I don't think so. 1111. That's my mom's birthday. 1111. If you were a villain or a criminal mastermind, what would be your calling card? Like, what would you be known for?
Fucking shit up.
Like breaking stuff?
It's going to be a big mess.
I think that's very appropriate for you.
Yeah. They're going to know I was there.
Okay. Mine would be... I don't know. I think I'd like... I think I'd want to be like on some like American Psycho. Like, I look real like, on the level, on the surface, but then I'm actually like crazy underneath.
Like how you are in real life.
Whatever you say, baby. But yeah, I think that would be kind of like my calling card.
Okay.
All right. Here is the next number, 49.
Okay.
So you hold on to that, and that way you can get the next one ready. 49. I used to like the 49ers when Deion Sanders played.
Did Deion Sanders play for the 49ers?
Yes, he did.
Are you sure?
You want to bet money?
I don't want to bet money. I just want to... I don't watch football, so I don't know at all.
He used to play for the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
Oh, I can answer this question for you and for me. What nervous habits do you have?
What would you say my nervous habits? Let's hear this.
Biting your nails.
I don't bite my nails 'cause I'm nervous.
You do it like when you're stressed.
I don't really have nervous habits, I don't think.
I think about nervous.
I bounce my knee. I bounce my legs.
That too. Oh yeah, because Because you can feel, you shake the whole row if you're sitting near somebody.
Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
What do you think I was gonna say for myself?
Oh yeah, trichomania.
Trichotillomania. I know it might be self-diagnosed, but I have it.
Okay. Yes.
When I'm stressed, I pull on my eyelashes. So it's not my proudest thing, but it's what happens when I'm stressed or when I'm really tired.
You can give.
And then I'm eyeballed.
That could be why. That's why a lot of women can use that now. That's the reason why they're getting fake eyelashes, because they have trichotillomania.
Well, you have to have lashes to put the fake lashes on.
Okay.
But I just have to leave mine alone. Like right now, I'm back to being eyeballed, but I'll let them breathe and relax again, and then I'll get lashes again.
408.
408. Let's see. Oh, how tech savvy are you?
efficient as fuck.
I'm efficient too, but you're better than I am.
1597.
1597. That sounds like an important year in history or something.
I'm surprised you didn't have a fact for 1597.
I'm surprised I didn't either. Because I am smart.
You are.
Oh, 1597. Have you ever witnessed a crime in progress? If so, what kind of crime? Yes.
Go ahead.
So the first crime I think I've ever witnessed that I can really recall as a kid.
You out here snitching, but go ahead.
I'm not Takashi. Okay. But we were sitting, all of like my friends on my block, we were sitting on my friend James's stoop. His house was the corner house. And we were, somebody, I can't remember whose it was, but they had like this new like mountain bike or whatever. And so, you get the kickstand and you put the mountain bike.
You're getting really excited over there.
I know. So we were sitting there and the mountain bike is sitting in front of the stoop. We're all shooting the shit or whatever. And, we're outside. So somebody walked down the block or whatever. And then we didn't think anything of it. And then next thing I know, that guy who had like walked halfway down the block came running back down the block, jumps on the mountain, kicks the kickstand, jumps on the mountain bike and rides off into the sunset. Mm-hmm. So that was the first crime I think I've ever seen in progress. It was just theft.
So the crimes I've seen,
plural.
Yeah. When I worked for Circuit City, we were going out of business.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
And the employees was going ham. I caught it at the very end, but once I found out what people were doing, everybody was getting crazy.
I mean, everything must go. That's what they say.
Yeah, everything went.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
well, that's not to say fair, but I get it.
I mean, those are crimes.
Well, what's the next number?
1593.
1593. Do you have any hidden talents that would be considered strange? I know one thing for you, but
what?
Because I don't know if it's a hidden talent, but like you have a lot of dexterity with your feet.
Oh, like I can pick up stuff on my feet.
Yeah. What do you think? What hidden talents do you have?
Sorry, y'all, for that long pause. I don't have no goddamn talent. Just a regular nigga.
What hidden talents do I have that people would be considered strange? I can almost all the time walk into a room and see like a snippet or like a movie could be on in the middle of the movie that even if I've never seen it, but I could tell you what the name of the movie is and who's in it.
That's fair. 1224.
12.
I don't know if that's strange though.
I mean,
most can do that.
Most people like
but
only
know random facts, so
I do. 1224.
Yeah.
1224. What's your biggest challenge in the morning?
Tatum.
Yeah, the shoe's on the other foot now.
Actually, I wouldn't even say Tatum. I would say I'm my own biggest challenge. See, accountability.
Waking up.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing because niggas be tired. Like I literally am tired a lot, and then like getting Tatum ready in the morning can be easy if she's like up and pleasant.
What stop you from being tired?
Going to bed.
Your phone down.
You know what else would stop me from being tired?
What?
Is if we let the Sleepy Paws music play and the lullaby music play in the background instead of shoot 'em up movies and stuff like that. We got
2 extra bedrooms in the house.
You trying to put me out the bedroom?
I'm just saying.
You can go.
We actually have 3.
And you could pick any one of them. I choose the one with the king size bed.
Okay.
All right. That's all right. So what's the next one?
2355.
Into the future. 2355 says, where could you take more of a leadership role?
Where can I take more of a leadership role?
I know my answer. I know what your answer for me would be.
Go ahead, because you just know everything about me tonight.
You would say the bedroom. You wish I was more take charge.
I don't think I would have said that. I would have said in the whole entire relationship, dating.
You just want me to run the
tripping.
point. You just want me to do everything.
I don't want you to do everything. It's, it would be nice if you just thought about me. That's it.
I do think about you.
Anyway, you think about me doing everything.
No, not true.
More. Oh, sorry, that was Siri.
Hey, Big Brother is real.
Why just Siri got a guy voice?
I don't know. I forget why I switched it to a guy. It was years ago.
You just got a new phone, bro.
But I transferred all of my things from my old phone. So Siri's always been a man on my old phone. So
you want another nigga talking to you?
I don't know. I guess.
Duly noted.
You have a woman talking to you? I don't feel no type of way.
She talks to everybody. That's why her name is Siri.
Well, his name.
Her name ain't Roger.
His name is Siri too. It's unisex.
Nah, definitely not.
Whatever. You reading some off to me now?
Yeah, because I got tired of hearing your voice.
Oh, excuse the fuck out of me.
Have you ever been in a fight? Fuck no.
Dani. No, I've not been in a fight. Have I hit somebody before? Yes.
Yes. You've hit me before.
You're the only one.
Yeah, well.
You just kind of bring the rage.
When do people take accountability?
Well, I've never been in a fight. TJ hasn't been in a fight in like 15 years, but...
I think the last time I was in a fight was 8th grade.
Did you win?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I've only lost one fight that I can remember.
TJ was beating up 10-year-olds when he was 3. He was a big kid.
I lost a fight to this kid named Derek.
He
Rest
beat
in
you.
peace.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he is dead.
Not as a product of the fight.
So we can actually talk about that. So me and him fought, maybe we were like 8 or 9. And then we fought again when we were like 11, 12, let's just say. So the first time we fought.
Over what?
I don't remember. It was probably me being me.
A jerk?
Possibly. So the first time he beat me up. And I remember this because we were fighting.
How did you?
And he got more hits on me.
I would say, how did you know you lost?
When did Friday come out? 95,
like 94,
96?
95, yeah.
So whenever that came out, because after the fight, I did when Smokey was like, you got knocked the fuck out. I said that to him, but I was like crying because I lost. Don't ask me why. I'm giving y'all, see, I'm being transparent with y'all. I'm giving y'all me. But then we fought again. Mm-hmm. We were older now. And I won that fight. And I was like banging his head on the courtyard. So where I used to live, we had a courtyard. So both fights were in the courtyard. The first time was on the basketball court. He beat me. The second time, we were older. And I was bashing his head on the like concrete.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, listen. I remember my old friend, he called my father like, Ice, TJ's fighting. Mm-hmm. So that's cool, right? Mm-hmm. Next day, I'm coming out of school. Who do I see? I see Derek, my cousin, and one of the twins. Mm-hmm. His name is Twin because he had a twin brother. Call him Twin.
I taught twins, and they were both called twins.
So my cousin was like, "Yo, you and Derek had a fight yesterday?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Did you know that he was coming up here to stab you?" And I think that wasn't my last fight, but that's when I started realizing like shit can get real. Mm-hmm. But Derek is no longer with us, so God bless his soul.
Were you guys cool from there?
Yeah. My cousin came up and he told them, like, y'all from the same block, y'all can't be beefing like this, and, you know, it would be bad if, like, because if he would have stabbed me, it would have been, like, catastrophic.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, but I'm just saying that opened my eyes, because I would have came out thinking everything was cool.
Be like, I got my licks in, you got yours in, what's done is done.
Yeah.
And then it would have been like, stab, stab, stab.
Or slash, slash, slash.
Poke, poke, poke.
So you're making fun of something that really happened.
I'm not.
But you could do that because you've never been in a fight before, so you don't know anything.
I have never been in a fight before.
I just hope you never get in a fight.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 32 years old. I shouldn't be fighting. But I feel like if it ever came down to it, that... So I have a belief system that if it ever came down to it, that I would have to hold my own. Like, at this point, it'd have to be like defending, obviously, myself or my family. But I also feel like maybe God doesn't want me to fight because I have the distinct feeling that I would not fight fair. And also because, like, I am a caring person. I'm often a calm person. But there are also times where I am not wrapped too tight. And maybe...
American Psycho.
And maybe I'd be on some She-Hulk shit. And that's why God doesn't put people in my path to fight.
Got you. What makes you feel unsafe?
What makes me feel unsafe? You know, it depends on where I am. A large crowd of men that, like, when I'm walking down the street, to an angsty white teenager who plays a lot of video games with gun violence in it. I don't know. Like, it just depends on the situation, but those things kind of make me nervous. Trump.
That's fair. The world makes me feel unsafe.
Trump makes me feel unsafe. He emboldens his people.
He does. What distracts you the most every day? Instagram. Cellular phone. That's for you.
My phone and my like job, I would say.
Well, job isn't a distraction because it's like you're working.
Well, it's like when
it's
I'm trying
rewarding.
to do, if I'm trying to do A, B, and C, X, Y, Z always happens. Like somebody's always calling my name or coming to me.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you work. But you're getting paid to work, so it can't be a distraction. You're not getting paid to surf Instagram.
Okay, and what about you?
What distracts me most every day? My mind.
Why it's all over the place?
It's all over the place. The people in my head, they be doing their own thing. Sometimes I be just stuck. So, sorry guys, I'm trying to find something because Dani's not searching for numbers.
Oh, well, you were just like rattling them off, so I just like started going with the flow.
I'm leading, so because I'm leading, I have to just go because otherwise we'll be waiting.
2694. Since you want to be such a jerk face.
2694.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first car you ever owned?
The same one TJ crashed. A Chevy Malibu, green.
Your dream car. Not dream car, but you had
I was
dream
very
color.
excited.
You
yes.
were.
And the first car you owned
was a Diamante, Mitsubishi.
Mm-hmm.
Mitsubishi Diamante. It was silver. It had a remote start. It had a banging system.
Yes, you listen to I feel like every time I think of that car, I think of the Carter 3 blasting.
I blasted everything.
808s and Heartbreak.
When Barack Obama became president.
My president is black.
My president is black. Was blasting on Towson's campus. I wanted them to know. Yeah. I'm here.
Some people were they were definitely giving us dirty looks.
I mean,
107.
107. Has someone ever given you a last chance, and for what?
No.
Me either. I should give you a last chance.
Oh, I guess you did give me a last chance.
Kind of did.
I guess I've given you a last chance in our relationship before.
You're just trying to one up me. You're just trying to tit for tat.
I'm just
You did.
stating facts.
Well, twice.
2 times. That was it.
So technically, I owe you one more.
Whatever.
Maybe I could break up with you for a day.
Yeah, we not boyfriend girlfriend no more. We husband and wife. So either you is or you ain't.
I mean, I'm just saying.
1021, nigga.
1021. Have you ever gotten lost in a maze?
No, but I have been lost in a mall and Sesame Place. Both times I cried.
I mean, you're a Cancer. They're criers.
Have you ever been lost before?
No. No.
Like, not even as a kid?
If I was lost as a kid, it was by choice. So, no.
All right. 2221.
2221.
And of course, if there's some that jump out at you, just read them.
I was getting ready to, but then you read it. Now you want to try to lead.
Whatever.
2221. What do you think the female version of James Bond should be called? They're actually talking about making a female version of James Bond.
I don't know. How can it just be?
Can't be James Bond, so.
I mean, the last name could still be Bond. It could be, what's like the female version of James? Like
Jamie.
Or.
You're not putting no thought into this.
I'm trying to think, like, I don't know.
It's whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to match.
Justina. Or I just feel like it should be J Bond still.
Michelle Obama.
I'm done. Read the next question.
You asked.
Let's do like.
If you had to take superhero sides, are you Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Got your rabbit ass. Oh, that's tough.
Marvel.
Marvel definitely has the better
heroes.
They have the better stories. Mm-hmm. But DC got some tough characters. First off, they got the best in Batman. So.
And Joker.
Well, he's the best villain. So.
I think he's the best villain. Like, period. Like between DC
he's
and Marvel.
Like, sinister. He's the most. Like,
he just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I'll make him the best villain.
I think so. Who do you think is the best villain? Between
Thanos was pretty badass.
I mean, I think he's up there. I think it's like him and Joker.
Yeah, so
and even then, Thanos had purpose.
And Joker had a fight. Thanos would destroy Joker. Joker had no powers. So
no.
But then you got Superman. And I feel like Superman will fuck up a lot of people.
I still say Marvel. Like,
I just think that you like Marvel more, so that's why.
I mean, say what you will.
I will. I did.
Oh, excuse the hell out of me. So, all right, how many more do you want to do? You want to do like?
This is the last one.
Oh, it is. Okay. The last question or the last question? Like the
this
last.
This is my last question.
Oh, I was say, are you reading number 3000 or the last question?
When you're sick, do you grin and bear it or just curl up in bed as much as possible? Can I answer it for you?
Sure.
Because you curl up in bed as much as possible.
I do. I like to be
left alone. You
curl
curl up and you leave.
I like to be comfortable and alone.
I grin and bear it because I'm Ford tough.
Most of the time.
99.99%.
Yeah, but you complain while you're not feeling well.
I complain, but it says, do you grin it and bear it? Yes. So I'm grinning and I'm bearing it.
Did you do that again?
So.
I cannot stand you.
So this is 3,000 questions about me that me and my wife talked about and went through.
I mean, I like it because I feel like it just reminds us of things about each other that we might have forgotten, or just lets people marinate on stuff. It's good conversation starters.
It is.
Because we would have never known about you almost getting stabbed, or
I mean, I could have talked about that.
About me witnessing a bike being stolen when I was a kid,
or me witnessing people steal electronics when the store was closing.
Was that? Oh, that's higher up.
What?
I thought you were trying to like a pissing contest. Like, Stealing from Circuit City is more than stealing a bike.
No, I was joining the conversation.
Okay, I apologize. I was a little defensive.
You want to be by yourself, be by yourself. You got it.
That's not true. But with that being said, I think we are ready to take it down, knock it out, wrap it up, all that jazz, right, baby?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, folks. Thank you for your patience and riding with us, especially as I personally have been getting my health back together. This has been another episode of Lovers Quarrel. And as always, you know that you can reach us at loversquarrelshow@gmail.com. Also, you can follow us on Instagram at Lovers Quarrel Show. And you can follow us on Twitter at Lovers Quarrel 7. Please make sure you like, share, follow, tag, tell a friend, and all that stuff, because we love hearing from you guys and we love getting feedback, both positive and constructive. So hit us off and let us know. And so with that being said, this has been yet another episode of Lovers Quarrel, and we appreciate you for tuning in. And as always, I am your girl, Dani.
And I'm your guy, TJ.
And you know that we fuss.
We fight.
But we love.
Bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.